Hello, Leo, and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot. We have Wand Princesses come out for you, Fire Palace. So, wow. Okay, what are you developing here? This is something that could be starting off quite small, but I feel like you've got the spark here, the spark, the fire, something that you're really wanting is developing. So it's very exciting with this Wand Princess. I just feel like there's this energy of going for something and feeling really inspired. So that's a really nice energy to come through, especially as it is fire. So we also have, the Emperor, more fire, Aries, Mars, Sun. So you're going to have the determination to make this happen. Wow, there could be some very strong energy supporting you in this as well, or a person. And we also have Sword 9, Venus, Gemini. So I feel like there's a lot of forward movement, a forward push to make something successful, to really make something concrete and really, be the authority. I'm kind of being shown a sword being forged in a fire. So something really strong that's clear and true to you is being forged here. But there is also this sense of the Nine of Swords can represent stress or something that you're scared of, that usually represents unreal fears. It can be overthinking something. But I feel ultimately this fire energy is really, there's a fire being lit underneath you here. And it's like, I really need to do this. I really need to make this successful. So yeah, it's a really, really good energy, and I feel like there's going to be this real drive and determination coming in with this. So, and a lot of support, a lot of clarity, because I kind of just feel like even though that Nine of Swords is off to the side there, I feel like I'm just still plowing through with this. I'm not going to let it stop me. So it is this real sense of all stations go with this, and really believing. There's a sense of belief and just going for something. So it's actually a really fantastic energy coming through, Leo. So before I even had a chance to start introduce the reading, Leo, this is a reading for November the 1st through to the 15th. So sorry, there's a bit of a loud noise happening in the background. The 1st through to the 15th, which we are in Scorpio season. So we're in the water element, but there's a lot of fire coming through here for you, Leo. Let's pull some more cards. The Seven of Swords. Interesting, we've got the swords here. The Three of Cups. You're on your way. You're on your way. You're kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out from where you want to get to, but there's not time to celebrate just yet. This is where you're wanting to step into the new here with the Fool. Oh, there is celebration and healing underneath this. The Eight of Swords in the background, recent past. The Two of Wands, I feel like you're starting something new, getting the fire underneath this. I am going to pull all the cards out for you, Leah, but then I'm going to pause the reading and try and get that loud noise to go away. We'll wait for that to go because I feel like that could be a little bit distracting. But while I've got the run on with the cards, the rain's coming. We have you coming out as Death card. This represents you, and this is actually the card also representing Scorpio. So I feel like you're embracing this Scorpionic energy, and you are the change. Be the change you want to see. So this is you transforming, going through a deep transformation in the element that you like, the element of fire. So it feels good. Something is being forged in the darkness. The Five of Cups, the energy is surrounding you. There is something that maybe some disappointment or loss, or saying goodbye to something, because I feel like you're stepping into the new here. Someone might be sad to see you moving on or going or something like that. There could have been that there's something making you sad. The Wheel of Fortune here is the change. And we have, wow, the Queen of Wands. Fantastic. This is you in the deck. This is you coming back to yourself, Leo, feeling like yourself again, stepping into this new, wow, the Tower. Okay, it's going to be a real Tower moment where you are just fighting something that has not been good for you. You're stepping up, bossing up, stepping into your own rules and regulations. The Tower moment is just like reclaiming a part of yourself and this insight of who you are and going, you know what, it's okay to be me, and that's who I am. And I kind of want to say stuff everybody else, but I don't think that's necessarily the right thing to say. We have the Nine of Wands, which is, you're kind of pushing. There's an end of a cycle you're pushing through here. So I'm going to come back to the reading in a sec, Leo, when hopefully the noise has gone away. Good news, the noise seems to have gone away. Now, what I also got was that with the Nine of Swords, this could be a few sleepless nights because I feel like you're really pushing something through. Now, I've also been shown that there is this sense of, like, I don't know why I've been shown this, but kind of like the eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. It's like this all-seeing eye. And it does feel like there is a sense that that there is an ability now to see things very, very clearly. So this is where you are, there's an alchemical reaction occurring here for you, Leo, where you're transmuting and turning something, whether this is a part of you or something in your life, into something else. So it's quite literally changing. So, star turned up. Sorry, buddy, and now I scared you. Gosh. Okay, so we have as a situation the Seven of Swords crossed by the Three of Cups. Now we can see the Seven of Swords. It's kind of interesting because it does feel like there could have been there's some kind of deception around this. Where this is because I'm kind of seeing that you can see very clearly how that has worked and played out in your life now. And that can almost be revelatory for some of you. And this might be other people around you. It could even be self-deception that you just didn't see something and why didn't you see it? But either way, the Seven of Swords is very much a sense that I feel like it's take your ideas and get out of there, whatever this situation is. You're kind of half in, half out. And it's kind of like collecting. I just feel like you're collecting a whole heap of stuff on your way out, collecting your thoughts, collecting your energy, collecting yourself, however this is working. So it's like taking your things and going, this is mine and I'm out of here. So the interesting thing with the Seven of Swords as well is, this figure is walking away from this rules and regulations. It's traditionally like a military camp that it's walking away from. So it is kind of like, I don't want to play by those rules anymore. I'm making my own rules. And it's kind of interesting because the Emperor represents rules and regulations as well. And so this feels like, this energy is right next to you, but it feels like more of a supportive energy. So this is where I feel like you're claiming your own way that you're doing things. So I feel like you're kind of breaking free of some kind of restriction here that has been imposed upon you, not the other way around. And it is crossed by the Three of Cups. So this is where you can see that there may be a reason to celebrate, but not just yet. I mean, the Seven of Swords is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're not quite there yet. There may be some kind of exit strategy or some kind of movement. Things might be happening behind the scenes, but it's very much like not yet. You're working very hard at something. Now, in your conscious mind, you've got the Fool, which is fantastic. This is the new. This is what this energy is transmuting into. And I feel like you're formulating this vision, or you've got a very clear vision, and this is where the Tower energy can bring it in very clear insight as to what this is. But it's very much new people, new places, new things, new ideas, new energy, the Fool card. And it is very much, like we said, that had that word believe that came up really a bit like Ted Lasso, if any of you watched it, the word believe, because this is an initiation by fire. It really is saying, if you want this, you need to walk through this element, the element of fire, and see who you are on the other side of this. And I feel like it's going to be quite revelatory. So it's it is taking a chance, it's taking a risk. But I do feel like with the cards around it, sometimes the Fool is jumping too hastily into something, but I'm not feeling that with this, because it is a sense that the cards around it are supporting it. Now, at the base, we have the Ace of Cups, which is really beautiful because this is the energy of, this is what's happening deep down, the deep down energy, and this is healing. Something is, and rebirth. this is something beautiful birthing, and it's just the birth of happiness and joy and a new emotion that's coming through with this, so new feelings. So it's actually it represents the new. You've got the ace, which is the new, the fool, which is the new, and then the 7 kind of means you're kind of not quite there, but you're halfway between it yet. But I feel like part of this revelation, and so that's a beautiful energy to have deep down, and it does, when it comes in that position, it brings a lot of healing, especially to, like, say, the solar plexus down to the base chakra, including the sacral. Those 3 areas I feel like are just getting a very lovely healing vibe coming through, healing energy coming through, which is really nice. Healing some fear, healing some relationships, healing your own personal power. So, and it can also be very creative. It can be opening you up to a greater creative expression of yourself, or have a little flourish of creativity and creative ideas coming through as well. Now, this is why it's interesting, because we've got the 8 of Swords in the recent past and then the 7 of Swords. So I feel like it's like this represents limitations, as we were talking about it. And it's also self-imposed limitations, because this character can easily take those binds off and free themselves. So it's like, what were you not able to see, or you weren't seeing? And it could be that, that something about the restrictions or the restrictive energy, not being able to work out either a way out of it, or even seeing that it's not good for you. And I also kind of get, again, this sense of deception here. And so that's why the all-seeing eye, the clear eye, is really, really important now to see that. And so in the near future, we have the 2 of Wands. And this is where you are like, I'm picking up this new opportunity and a new path opens, and it's your choice. The Fool is that moment of conception, that moment of creation, that moment of, a reset, something very new coming in, and just stepping into that energy. A new energy is born within this fire that we're seeing here. And this is where you're stepping into it and you're going, right, I'm taking that next step. And what does this look like? And perhaps what do I need to leave behind? So it can be around just making that first step, making a decision to do it even could be it, or it could be taking those very, very first initial things that you need to be doing. But I feel like there's a new path that you are choosing here, which is really, really good. It's something I feel like that you are getting the pull to go towards it, but you're not really sure exactly what it's going to look like yet, because it's still forming, which is interesting. Now, this is partly because you are represented as the Death card, which is transformation. You are like the butterfly in the cocoon and about to come out as the beautiful, about to come out and show the world and reveal the world your beautiful wings and learn to fly, and all this sort of transformative energy coming through. But while the Death card is here, it is a process. It is something that you need to give it time. You can't rush it. Otherwise, if the butterfly came out too soon, one of its wings may not have formed properly and it may not be able to work. So it really is about the timing as well with this Death energy. And it's kind of interesting about there is a new dawn, the sun is rising. You've got the sun coming in quite clearly, which is your ruler, because we've got it in the Fool. We've got it in that Aries card. The sun's ruling that. And so we can see the sun rising here with the Death card. So it's a process of also, stepping into the new, shining more, but also understanding more. This is a process of being able to see more is being illuminated to you, and therefore greater knowledge about something. And so that's also quite an interesting process too. So in the energy surrounding you, we have the 5 of Cups. And this is where there's disappointment, there's loss. Like we said, you might be saying goodbye to something, or someone might be saying goodbye to you, or just an energy didn't work out. Maybe something's made you very, very sad. It's also an energy of being able to, an energy of the past still having a bit of a hold on you. And we can see you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And it really is time to release that, turn around and make that bridge to the present and the future and see that there's 2 cups still standing. So if there was a situation that you are moving up and beyond, even transmuting, it's just going to totally transform into something totally different. If there's a situation or a part of you or an energy, however it represents in your life, a person, if there's a part of you that feels like a lot was lost there throughout that process, and might have got hurt a lot throughout that, it really is saying that there are some good things that have come out of that, and to turn around and to really embrace that, and that there are things now that you can work with that is not related to that. They may be gifts that come from that, or I actually feel like this is more new energy. There's new emotions, new feelings. There's new energy coming through. It's associated with healing energy. I don't feel like it's associated with the past. So it really is a big thing of letting go of that past energy. So if there is something around you at this moment in time that is making you, George is agreeing, he's chirping in, George the rooster. If there is something that's making you very, very unhappy or even stressing out, there is this new energy to step into here, which is fantastic. So yeah, hopes and fears. It was a lot louder then. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is that you are the master of your own fate. You're the master of your own destiny. Sometimes destiny is at play and there's nothing we can do about it. And sometimes there is something that we can do about it. And with that Emperor energy, and this, it's saying that now's the time to take the reins. Now's the time to really step into this. So the Wheel of Fortune does represent change. I think ultimately there are things changing in your world, but it starts with you because you are represented as the Death card. So when you come out of this transmutation and transformation, then it will be like, now the world feels different, or things will just automatically change because you're different. So this is where we're kind of like seeing the revelation here of what wasn't you, what wasn't right for you, what wasn't working for you, and seeing who you truly are here with this Queen of Wands energy. And this is an empowering moment, because it's really embracing who you are. The Queen of Wands is the card of Leo in the deck. We can see the little black cat, the lions on the throne. So it represents you, and it's a very warm, generous energy. It's got a lot to give. And also looking for new opportunities. You know, it's a very magnetic energy. This Queen of Wands it might be unexpected opportunities coming to you as well, unexpected revelations, unexpected information, unexpected changes coming through. But I feel like ultimately this is actually, even if in the moment with the Tower energy, it can sometimes feel like, it's just kind of blown your mind a little bit, or it just feels like what's happening. It ends up being very, very beneficial, because it brings you back to seeing something so clearly, what was right for you and what's right for you all along. And it feels like there's this new energy that feels really right. So it kind of feels like a new version of you, seeing the world through new eyes, having a lot of clarity, insight. This could be huge moments of inspiration, genius ideas coming through. It can be all sorts of things like that. Ultimately, it is a sense of reclaiming. With the Tower card, you can see it's a rectangle building with a round crown. You're reclaiming the crown that fits you. So, yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic energy and very much a sense of coming back to yourself, but then finding out who you are as someone very different, and just even like transformed. So, yeah, it's quite... it's a fascinating process, but I think it's going to be very, very rewarding. We have at the base the Nine of Wands. So this is the wounded warrior. And I feel like, with the Five of Cups and the Eight of Swords, there have been some wounds along the way, along this journey, and it could have been related to information being withheld from you, or just really seeing things in a very clear light now. But this is an energy of, again, looking to the past with the Nine of Wands, a bit like the Five of Cups, and looking at where you've come from. Yes, you've had to fight some battles to get to where you are, but is it time to stop looking behind you and start looking and seeing what's in front of you now? And so it's about releasing some of those struggles from the past. And the thing with the Nine of Wands is you can actually do that faster than you think. And that's what we've kind of got. The Tower energy is a quick energy. The Fool energy, there's a lot of Uranus in this reading, a lot of Mars and Uranus, which is like activated change, freedom, liberation, plus also the drive to be doing that, to be wanting to do that, pushing through for that. So they're kind of the main energies, but then we have this beautiful healing energy as well. So yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a really, really interesting time. Let's see what, very powerful. The past is over. Okay. It says, this is a new day, one that I have never lived before. I stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. So, I mean, that's kind of exactly what we were just talking about. And it says, I am open and receptive to new avenues of income. Now, this is the thing, is once you kind of feel like you're very new, then it opens you up to all these new experiences, and money and income is one of them. I now receive my good from expected and unexpected sources. We're seeing that with the Tower energy, okay? So I am an unlimited being accepting from an unlimited source in an unlimited way. I'm blessed beyond my fondest dreams. So I would say there's opportunities coming to you that are unexpected with that Tower energy, and expect the unexpected, really. But it feels really good to be coming. Let's finish it off with the charm. What does Leo need to know? Okay, we have the beautiful moth or the beautiful butterfly. We were talking about butterflies as well. And I'm kind of getting both. Sometimes this one, they tell me it's a moth, and sometimes it's a butterfly, and sometimes they say both. They're saying butterfly, but the moth part is important as well. We've talked about the butterfly transformation. Something is beautiful happening in your world in that regard. But also with the moth, it is around flying up. Moths are attracted to the light. It's about raising your vibration, really coming up to that higher octave, that higher level. And if you feel like you are getting bogged down in some of this past energy or some of this sadness or that might be around, or that the transformation and some of the information that's coming to light is a bit too much. I mean, we do have the Nine of Swords, which can be stress and anxiety as well, overthinking things or sleepless nights. Then this moth energy is saying the place of peace is up there in the light. However that represents to you, finding that peace, however you can do that, whether it's through meditation, walking, having a bath, the moment to yourself, a good night's rest, however that appears, however that plays out, working with crystals, that is where, if everything gets too much, go up there and find that place. So that's it, Leo. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, where we're going to look at this new path that's opening up for you. What is being forged in this fire? What's transmuting? Let's look at this transformation. And we're going to look at the near future, what's coming in with the Two of Wands. Plus, we're going to see what's coming in with this Tower energy, these revelations and these unexpected opportunities that are coming through. So let's look at the future beyond and see what's happening with that and this amazing transformation that's occurring here. So all this new energy coming in. So let's have a look at that. That's all in the extended reading. Also, any other intuitive messages or clarifiers we need to know. And we're also going to tune into career, money, love, and relationships. So I'm intrigued to know where this is going in the extended. So the link for that is in the description box below. I would love it if you come over. I usually pin the link to the comments as well. But if this is where we're leaving each other, Leo, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, because that lets YouTube know that you are enjoying this content and helps support the growth of the channel. Thanks so much, Leo. Look forward to seeing you next time.